A PCPA's holiday production of The Secret Garden spring version wraps up tonight.
As News Channel 3's Dave Alley report, the show marks a triumphant return indoors for the conservatory that's now performing once again inside a longtime home.
It's showtime for PCPA. At long last, finally indoors.
It puts us right back in the center of what it is we do, which is tell stories so people can gather.
For nearly 2 years, the Marion Theater sat empty and quiet. COVID restrictions closing the doors to the public.
Everything that we do is built toward making a moment happen in front of a live audience, and we just couldn't do that. That was fundamentally impossible.
Still, the show went on. PCPA quickly switching gears to remain active and visible.
During COVID, we pivoted and we created a lot of virtual programming, and that was really exciting to reach out to people in new ways.
Although successful, it didn't quite offer anyone the same immersive experience.
Performing for a camera is one thing and has a certain kind of gratification, but for theater makers, it is the live audience that is everything to us.
Okay, welcome in. Your seats are closest to door 1.
Now live audiences are welcome in, returning for the first time since March 2020.
I'm very excited to be back. I think that fine arts and theater they're just the soul of people, and it is sorely needed in times like this.
Just as excited, maybe even more so, the actors themselves.
To be back together in the theater together and hearing the audience responding to the show is it's so thrilling, and that's what live theater is all about. It's experiencing something together at the same time.
Something the conservatory believes is needed now more than ever before.
People really need to be together, and this period of isolation, I think, has deepened that realization for all of us.
Live performances actually returned earlier this year outside in the Solvang Festival Theater, but this marks PCPA's true homecoming at the Marion Theater in Santa Maria.
When I'm in that theater, I always feel like it's my house. It definitely feels like coming home, and it's very moving having live audiences.
Guests here to the Marion Theater will notice very few changes from the past, outside of a handful of COVID-related safety measures that are now in place.
Mask wearing is required, and we're requiring a proof of vaccination or a clear COVID test within 3 days.
Which PCPA believes is well worth it.
It's about keeping the community safe so that we can come together as a community and experience something, this storytelling, this joyful experience all together that you just can't experience alone.
PCPA's 58th season runs now through September 2022. In Santa Maria, I'm News Channel reporter Dave Alley.